Hey there YouTube, good afternoon. This is my latest purchase, which I purchased about 3 weeks ago now. This is a Harbor Freight 4x8 folding trailer. I bought it from a friend of mine on Facebook for $100. He bought the trailer brand new from Harbor Freight. He assembled the trailer and he was going to finish the trailer off to haul his Harley with. But after a while the trailer sat in the garage unfinished, and then one day he looked at it, he was just like, what do I need this for? So he decided to sell it. So he posted it on Facebook for sale if any of his friends were interested. The first party that was interested fell through, and then he messaged me several days later and he asked me, are you still interested in the trailer? And I was just like, yeah. So I went over by his house during the weekend and I looked at the trailer. I paid him $100 for it, and we loaded it in the bed of my truck and I drove it home. Because I don't got a trailer hitch on the back of my truck yet. I gotta make the time to put it on, and plus I gotta get a ball mount too for the hitch. And plus, along with both of those things, I don't know if the wiring harness on my truck is actually functional. There's a couple wires disconnected from it. I gotta figure out where they go. But yeah, $100, a pretty good investment for this. Better than buying stuff off of Craigslist for under $200 that needs work. You don't know if those trailers on Craigslist need tires or tires and wheels. Especially these tires and wheels. You can't buy the tires separate from the wheel. You gotta buy both together, which cost almost $50 a piece, possibly. They're not cheap. And these tires are like brand new. The trailer's basically like brand new, never used. The side marker lights, we had to unbolt those from the frame because when we were loading it in the bed of the truck, they possibly could have got damaged because they stick out. We just unbolted them, and I wired them to the frame with coat hangers. The bolts are in the bed of the truck. No, they're not in the bed of the truck, they're in the cab of the truck. Yeah, $100. If I spent $130 finishing it, it's a pretty good investment. If I decide to resell a trailer, I can get most of my money back probably. Now I can go scrapping during the springtime once this is finished, and I don't have to load large objects in the bed of the pickup truck. Instead, I could use the trailer and just slide them in the trailer instead of straining my back out, lifting that heavy garbage into the bed of the truck. I'm going to deck the trailer with 3/4 inch plywood, maybe just slightly smaller, I don't know yet. And the bolts are a dime a dozen, and the bolts and the nuts and the hardware, they're a dime a dozen. It ain't like you're buying grade 8 bolts or grade 5 bolts to mount bumpers or hitches to trucks. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the hubs apart and re-grease the bearings, because the grease that the manufacturer puts in those bearings, I read on forums that the grease is garbage. It's almost like Vaseline-like. So I'm going to pull the hubs apart and re-grease the bearings with marine waterproof grease. Gotta wait for that jet to pass. But yeah, $100. If I spend $130 finishing the trailer, if I decide to sell the trailer over time, I can get most of my money back if it's still in decent shape. I don't know when I'm going to get to this project. I gotta get some things done before winter, you know. I'm sort of worried this week that there's going to be lots of snow. I really haven't got the snowblowers ready yet, so yeah, I got to clean the garage out too. But yeah, a great investment. And that concludes the video. Bye.